What's going on YouTube? This is Akeem with Thirsty B, and we're going to talk about the 2019 Challengers and the Charger that they have coming out. So first off, I will say I am kind of jealous and salty that they're coming out with what the options are coming out for the Challenger and Charger, specifically the Challenger Scat Pack. As you know, I currently have a Scat Pack 2017 version. In 2019 they've decided to do what they've done with the Hellcat and make a wide body of it. So I don't know. It's Dodge, so they have great marketing. They have they're doing great with sales with the Charger and the Challenger. And they're up in the ante before they do the refresh in 2020 or 2021. They still haven't done the official word as to when this version right here of the Challenger will be done and going on to a different platform or doing some major changes to it. But for right now, they're just working on the 2019 Charger and Challenger. So first off, we'll start with the Charger. So what they've done is they have changed up the grill a little bit for 2019 and given it to two nostrils per se and two holes on each side, left and right, for more air to flow to come through. Some people hate it, some people are in the middle, and some people like it. I'm more of I'm iffy on it, but obviously it's more of a thing where you got to see it to actually have the best opinion. So both for the Challenger and the Charger, my opinion is kind of on the iffy side because I need to see it first. And I know people have already have their opinions already about it, about both, more specifically the Challenger, and what they haven't done with the Charger. But for me, it's going to come down to when I see it, I'll be able to give a better response. But for right now, I do like the changes that they've made, at least as far as I like that they're making changes and at least trying to prove it. I know a lot of people, especially Charger fans, are not a fan of the upgrades for the Challenger that they did as far as horsepower gains that they've given to the Challenger, and yet haven't crossed over into the Charger. As far as the Charger platform, everything's still the same, except the Daytona is no longer an actual Charger option. It's actually now it's basically not a Charger that you can go out and get like you have now. Like you have the TA and the Daytona, like that's in the list when you want to build a Challenger or a Charger. Now it's actually a trim package that you can actually choose if you want to make it into a Daytona to, get the Daytona on the back with the stripe or the Daytona badge on the front. They've done the same thing with the TA for the Challenger, made that also into a trim. So I guess they're in a way trying to make their list of the available Challenger and Charger smaller, which doesn't make sense because honestly, you really can't choose. I mean, it really comes down to what your price point is, what Challenger or Charger you want to pick, because they have so many options, so many cars to choose from. Since 2015, it's like they have 20 options per vehicle. And, I mean, it's good, but at the same time, it's a little ridiculous, a little overboard. So I'm liked that they made the TA and the Daytona into a trim now. So we'll see how people feel about that. Haven't really heard anything about that because that's not the main thing that people have been drawn to as far as the Charger and the Challenger. The SXT and the GT will still be available, but now the GT will be, I believe, rear-wheel drive, and the SXT will be all-wheel drive, unless that's just for the Challenger. I may be wrong, so I do apologize for that. Don't kill me for that. Everything else really is the same with the Charger, except for like I said, the two holes on both sides of the new grille. Everybody was thinking beforehand when they were releasing pictures for the Charger, the new holes in the grill, that it was going to create more horsepower because that was going to be more air flowing through to the motor and through the intake. Obviously, since the release, that has not been the case. All the horsepower numbers and everything are still the same. It's been more on the cosmetic, and then as far as like the options, like now with the Scat Pack, and you now have the options with the same as the Hellcat, where you have launch control, launch assist, and I believe line lock is an option, or it may not be. Again, I do apologize for not being fully knowledgeable in it, because I mean they just released the basic info on both the Challenger and Charger, so we really don't know what all is there yet. With Dodge, you just don't know. They might wait until they actually have the vehicle out on display and actually are making it before they say, hey, oh, these cars can actually do this, that, and the other. So, and obviously their marketing, they love to be mysterious with some of their commercials and whatnot. So we'll just have to wait on more information if there is more information. One of the big things that a lot of people, especially like I said, Charger owners, don't like is the fact that they made a wide body Scat Pack to copy off the wide body Hellcat Challenger, but didn't make a wide body version for the Charger. Now, as far as that's concerned, I still don't know how I feel about making a wide body Charger. It would definitely be something I would need to look at, but if it was an available option for the Charger like it was for the Challenger, I think that would be good. I mean, there's more you can do with the car from the factory that you don't have to worry about in the aftermarket world, which we all know the only reason why Dodge created the wide body for the Challenger Scat Pack is because whenever somebody picks up a Challenger, and some Charger owners know this as well because they've done it too, they've gone and did the Liberty Walk or done the other wide body kits. But I was never a fan of the Liberty Walk. I mean, on some cars it's okay, especially more the exotics, it looks better. But for muscle cars and other cars, it's really iffy. I'm just not a fan of the little bolts that hold up the wide body. You know, I like how it's like in with the body work, like with the Challenger, how it's like, you know, it's just perfectly in with the oh, shoot, just dropped my phone, so I'm gonna need a new phone soon. But I don't know, I'm just more of a fan of where it's like fits in with the car itself per se. So that's the Charger for the most part, other than the additional things you can do with the SRT pages and performance pages. That's also the same thing with the Challenger side. Get line lock, launch assist, and all that stuff. But like I said in the beginning, now there's a wide body Scat Pack. So when they released it, I looked at my car and I was like, really? We're doing this? We're making a wide body? Because look how mine is, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my car, but I mean, seeing that wide body in a video and in the pictures on Facebook and other social medias, it looks good. Obviously, it'd be more something I can't wait to see. That's one of the ones I can't wait to see. So we'll see. I've already talked about possibly trading this in for a wide body Scat Pack, also in white. I would stay with the white. But I know financially I'm not in a place where I could probably do that, but hey, I'll at least try and speak to my guy at the dealership I got this one from and see if anything can be done. I know they've already started orders for them in dealerships, so if you go to a local dealer and are interested in getting one of the 2019 Challengers, they do have them on order, but it is at invoice, so there won't be any discounts or anything like that you'll get with it, so just be mindful of and then also with the Scat Pack, they said they'll give you launch control, launch assist, and possibly line lock, and just basically more options with the SRT pages, and also you will get the SRT and Hellcat suspension. I thought that was interesting, especially since they didn't announce anything as far as the SRT, the full SRT model, which a lot of people have been saying SRT has been deleted, but Dodge really hasn't commented on the SRT, so it's a matter of, are they done with it, or are they secretly waiting to come out with an SRT with possibly a bigger motor like a 426 or a 440, which, the 440 has been something floating around on the internet, but I think that's just SRT owners trolling Scat Pack owners, because that whole war about what's really an SRT. But I won't get into that. I try to stay out of that conversation. I like my car. It has an SRT motor in it. The line lock and launch control and all that. I guess I can be okay with the 2019 getting that, because I have the taser, so my car is tased. So I have the launch control, and I can get the line lock. I just haven't enabled it on my car. Haven't seen much use for it yet. I really honestly haven't done any burnouts with my car. Maybe only once, and it was like a 5-10 second burnout, which I know, having an American car, that's not very American. So I didn't do it for Dale, so sorry Cletus and everybody. What was interesting was the SRT suspension that they were making as an option for the 2019 Scat Pack, which it won't come like that. It'll be part of, I believe, the Dynamics package, where if you get that package, it'll come with the SRT wheels and the SRT suspension. So, more so, I just can't wait to wait for them to put it on the website, to where you can build a Challenger or build a Dodge and see what all the options that you actually have available to choose from, and what's actually coming as is. And I know they said the base price of the Scat Pack will be around $37, $38, but I'm pretty sure that's just for the regular style body Scat Pack and not for the wide body. If that's where the wide body prices are starting at, that's a really good deal. I think a lot of people will be looking at that. But other than that, so I don't rant about the Scat Pack, because I have a Scat Pack and I'm pro Scat Pack, no matter what anybody else says about SRT. Then they have the Hellcat, which they raised the horsepower on the Challenger Hellcat by 10 horsepower with the new hood that it comes with, or the snorkel hood. That's a hit or miss top option that I don't know if I'm a fan of yet. So we'll see how that goes. Hellcat Red Eye. People say that it's a long, drawn-out name, which I kind of agree. I don't know why they call it the Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye. It's a lot. That's a mouthful, honestly. When you just had the Demon, it was like Dodge Challenger Demon. Boom. That's it. Straight to the point. So, as far as the Red Eye, it's the Hellcat, but with the Demon blower on it. So it has the bigger blower on it, bigger pistons, bigger rods, just everything basically, components-wise, performance-wise, from the Demon, the Red Eye will have. The main cosmetic difference besides the hood is the new Hellcat badge, which it has a red eye in it, which, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. It is, along with the Hellcat, the regular Hellcat, is the new SRT spoiler, which it's kind of, it's a little bit bigger and a little bit longer than the current one, but I don't know. They say that spoiler alone is $695, so I don't know. I might think about switching out my spoiler for that. Looks sleek, looks like it might be alright, but we'll see. So, but I mean, other than that, pricing on the Red Eye starts at $71, I believe, and then for the regular Hellcat, it'll start at $68, $69. So that's roughly around normal price point for the Hellcat. Oh yes, also with the Scat Pack, you'll have the SRT Hellcat front bumper, and then the Hellcat hood, which people already with 15 and 15 to 18 challengers already switched their SRT or in Scat Pack and even the RT hoods to the Hellcat hood. So that's already a popular thing that people do anyway. So obviously Dodge has been looking at what people do with their vehicles on social media and whatnot. They obviously see what's going on because they're basically giving the options that people already do with their cars in the aftermarket world and putting it into a 2019. That's all this video was about, guys. So just wanted to talk about the 2019 Challenger. Don't know if I'll be getting one, but if I do, I will definitely keep you guys updated. Until then, see you guys later. Peace.